Fellas, let me introduce you to a game called Moto X3M. It is a game where you're on a motorcycle and you have to drive around everywhere. It's one of those games made for kids to pass the time in class. I'm very fond of it. I'm a Moto 3XMologist. Um, I I am 2 out of 3. Actually, no, there's 4 games. I am almost done with the third one. Um, I'm going to be playing the first one and talking about the lore behind this and how it's practically caused a civil war at our school. So, this game, along with Uno on Crazy Games, has been one of the massive things that everybody at school has been playing on their Chromebooks. Whether it's at the start of day, like at the start of the day, while we're waiting to get dismissed. I messed that up. While we're waiting to get dismissed, at lunch, during passing period, I guess, waiting for class to start whenever you're done with your assignments. But there are some kids who play it during assignments, and that's the problem. You see, most teachers, well, most civil teachers are going to be fine with you playing it, like, while passing period is still happening. I just barely missed that third star. While passing period is happening. Maybe even like after the assignment's done. Like my science teacher saw me playing Uno after I did my assignment, and she didn't care. Like I played it in front of her, like she passed me and she didn't care. So the the problem is that a bunch of kids started playing it during class, like during the assignment, and also using shared Google Docs to talk to people. And teachers get very mad about this. And the way they were playing games, because our school, because they can't use like Ethernet or whatever they were using beforehand to block certain sites, like they have to use the public Wi-Fi, which they can't block that, right? Because there's going to be eventually like some event and a bunch of people are trying to connect to the Wi-Fi and it's going to have everything blocked. Um, so what they decided to do was they used an extension. I just messed that up. They used an extension uh, to block certain sites. However, if you know anything about how extensions work on Chrome and incognito mode, you'll know that on default, extensions don't run in incognito mode. It took them over half of the school year, a full semester, for them to realize this. So everybody was just playing anything on incognito mode. Like you could go on Pornhub on incognito mode, and I mean they'd be able to see it, they'd be able to log everything. It's just that they couldn't stop you then. Um, so everybody was playing games until one day, um, I remember where I was. So that morning, I had told the principal. Now I ain't no schnitz, right? I didn't say anything about incognito. All I said was that if you go to Olive Garden and order a ton of breadsticks and they run out, you can sue them because they aren't unlimited. So I told my principal that. He's like, "Oh, cool." And then we go to lunch, and my friend, as I'm passing his table, he like, hey man, come over here. And he's like what do you want? And he goes, dude, they blocked incognito mode. You do not understand the distraught I felt whenever he told me that. The utter defeat and sadness was unbearable. And the worst part was whenever you look up incognito mode on Chrome, it'll just have the button to open incognito mode. And if you click it now, it just crashes your Chromebook. Like, no chill. They do not care. So, really, you gotta question the ethics, or like, just really how they value um, cool math games and stuff. Because at one time, cool math games was blocked, and what the hell? Why can I not make this jump? Okay. Cool math games was blocked, but then whenever they got incognito mode back, they finally unblocked cool math games. So now all we can do is only play cool math games. However, the people at Cool Math Games saved us because first of all, they have this game, which is pretty fun. And second of all, they have Crazy Eights, which if you know anything about cards, Crazy Eights is just Uno with normal cards. And the best part is there's an option for action cards. So Uno cards. They have Uno on Cool Math Games. So really, we haven't lost much. YouTube, however, is now on restricted mode, and any video that you can watch has to be manually whitelisted. Which, something peculiar about that, they have to manually whitelist everything or else you can't watch it. Someone has to manually allow a video for you to be able to watch it. One of those videos I've found is Rickroll. You're allowed to watch Rickroll. Someone at the office decided it would be funny to allow other students to still Rickroll others, and that's what I do. I have a sticker on the back of my Chromebook with a bit.ly link that leads to Rickroll. That's just what I do. That's just the kind of person I am. I go around school and I get unsuspecting victims to go to the link and they get rickrolled. That's how it be. But yeah, for the time being, we are safe. However, eventually the school's gonna start using lockdown browsers, so we won't be able to go to cool math games or anything. Which, whenever that happens, I'm telling you, there will be riots. The school, something will happen. I'm telling you. I don't know what will. I'm not saying I would participate in it, but something will happen if they start using lockdown browsers. Because there's no way you can take cool math games and incognito mode away from a group of 13 and 14-year-olds without riots. That's just how it is. That's a word of advice to you if you ever become a teacher, and to my teachers if for some reason they find this. So take that as you will.